Washington State, two terrific hires in the last year to find more recently Rolovich for football, but Kyle Smith, an excellent hire to take over basketball.
Pat Chung, who I do have some experience with from the conference meetings, that guy is on
Schwartz, and that is put his toe in the water for the NFL, decided to come back, and there's a good inbounds for Jervae. Had much of this. Well, their band is here. I don't know if the bands will be allowed. I'm not aware of whether the bands are going to be allowed to be in the building the next few days.
Another coach's players and having them buy in and being in a position that they were in. They almost controlled their own destiny, just fell short.
And that was their conference win totals for this season as opposed to last year.
Mickey just a very likable young man. I mean, everybody on his team loves him.
Jervae Robinson, second three.
Blocked. Kamani Lawrence not giving up, chasing him either with a pass or the dribble. You have to get a paint touch, have to go inside, and it opens everything up for Arizona State on the perimeter.
Jervae Robinson, his third three-point game. 3 minutes to go. Shot clock winding down. Cougars. Desperation three from Jervae Robinson.
Tonight they already have 4. But that was actually a good pass, maybe could have taken a little bit off the velocity, but a precise pass.
Jervae Robinson knocks down the 3.
Quietly into the night, which many teams have through the decades. From Lute Olson to Sean Miller. This is a tough place to play.
This has been the greatest home court advantage in recent years as Jervae Robinson.
Man.
Turned over. Jervae Robinson off the glass.
There's that make if he draws extra help. And just making the shot a little more difficult when in traffic. You gotta gather those feet and then make a play. Sounds boring. No one wants to hear about jump stops and gathering the feet. But the greatest players to ever play this game understood those fundamentals. Robinson,
in a number of ways, is almost.
They went on to win that.
Has to feel good for him, man. Come out, hit your first 2 shots. You're comfortable, though. He's getting comfortable shots. He's not forcing them. He's getting to his spot, and he's knocking them down.
Meanwhile, Jervae Robinson lets it fly. Just 1 field goal tonight. Corner 3. Rattles in.
Tony Miller clears for the Cougars. Jervae Robinson, the pull-up. Rattles in. First. And the rebound tipped out. Jervae Robinson.
Right now, Stanford continues to struggle on the offensive end as De Silva sits and waits to check into this game.
Robinson hangs, scoops it up and in. Number 8 Florida State. Noles are 14-0 at home. That's at 7 Eastern. Then a huge one at Fog Allen Fieldhouse for maybe soon to be number 1 Kansas against Oklahoma State. Both games are on ESPN.
Coaches hate when their teams trade buckets. You want your team to get stops. So right now, even though Stanford is up by 9, they don't want to trade buckets. They want to get stops defensively.
Jervae Robinson again. Team.
He's a player that can score a lot, but he doesn't really call his own number because he knows he has capable players that he has to get involved in the game. But right there, you saw how easy that step back was for him.
Jervae Robinson.
Ellaby off the hesitation. That's a tough shot.
Especially when it's from 3.
Robinson on the reload hits.
They go for it. With good hands by him defensively. Okay, I almost fell asleep and left C.J. Ellaby wide open for the 3.
Cougs in the half court, having missed their last 11 shots, 1 of their last 14. How much? Bradley with 5. Paris Austin.
Yeah, that one didn't look good from the time it left his hand. I knew it was off because that was right in front of us.
Robinson
Yes, sir! Good news in terms of personnel for the Trojans. Ethan Anderson, who left early in the second half, will play through a knee injury at least to start here against the Cougs. So here's Williams with the first possession. USC matched up defensively.
Straight man at the freshman in on Pollard.
Jervae Robinson has knocked down a couple of State 4 as we resume here. And one of those 7 overtime games was played between these two in Pullman.
This is the Chris Smith that everybody thought that we would see. You know, into his freshman year, especially last year, we're now seeing that potential playing out.
Splashed her
Step through with the left hand. Nice job by Jalen Hill. Markovetsky's got to adjust. He saw it coming before. If anything, put him on the foul line.
Tend to shoot. Williams takes the screen. Jervae Robinson off the jab. He's hit a couple here in the first half.
Washington State is 10-3 here in Pullman this year as a steal by Isaac Bonton. And a quick turnover from the Huskies. Jervae Robinson banks in a 3.
Light and can shoot. He has the coach's permission to shoot anything. That's just hard to do.
DJ Rodman hustling for the offensive rebound. The 7'1" freshman from the Ukraine, Valdemir Markovetsky, is in for Washington State as Jervae Robinson, the floater.
It's execution right there. Huskies held on to the ball late into the count, still able to get a layup.
So the inadvertent whistle benefits the Dogs. Corner 3, stroked by Jervae.
Right now, if you come to the Palouse.
Here is Ramilla White. Turned over. Jervae Robinson for the Cougars. Transition 3, and he banked it in.
At what point in this one he takes a hit from somebody?
His legs are taped together. At times it looks like. Clean look for Robinson in transition, and it goes down. By 1 for UW.
But give Larry and his staff a lot of credit. They had a really good game plan for Stewart without giving up too much on the opposite side. They were active defensively and in limiting Isaiah Stewart the other night.
Robinson.
As a home team guy, you know, you and I get for an easy one.
Well, there he goes. Maybe it was. Coach to Robinson, who lays it in.
Because Washington State, real smart last two, see that Jones is switching on to Ellaby and taking advantage of it.
Robinson scores for him. He was 9 of 10 from the free throw line in the last 5.5 minutes against UW on Thursday. Robinson hits a 3.
Double baddie down here. Always goes to the left shoulder. Bonton there to secure the defensive board. Good D by White there. Talks about Tyler Bay and his injury, not currently in CU's lineup. How about the Cougs being shorthanded as Jervae Robinson.
38% from 3. That's kind of become his calling card. You come off the bench, you know your role, you're a shooter, knock one down.
Bonton off a couple of high screens. Midway point of the shot clock. Here's Robinson behind the back. Long 2. He loves it here.
Shoot around, really using the
shot clock reset to 20. McKinley Wright misses the 3.
We're going to get back on defense, so great job.
Jervae Robinson.
Just interacting with the community, I think, is a big part of what I like to do.
There's some video put out by Washington State of you meeting your players for the first time, which I have to imagine is a little bit of a different feeling walking into a meeting room with players that are now yours. But you had some interesting comments as the shot clock gets down to 5.
We're shooting well. Draw help, then you're in a scramble mode. That is a good, fantastic possession for the Cougs.
Bonton coming back down to the ground, didn't know what to do with it. Robinson.
Back pitch from Terry back to his best shooter. Get Jones opened up a little bit, get him going. So 5 quick ones, just what Washington State didn't need.
If you were Kyle Smith at halftime as Jervae Robinson bottoms out. Stanford's going to improve to 14-2 today. The best start since 2003, 2004. Now that team was 14-0, and that
first segment, he's made the extra pass on the perimeter.
I think that's by design, JB. I think they're trying to get other people involved. Maybe now that we're in league play,
getting Robinson out in transition here off the steal with some English. Jervae Robinson
feeling really, really good. Beautiful hesitation to finish with the lay-in for Prince Ali.
Yeah, Prince Ali, a great first half for UCLA.
You know, Greg, when you're able to knock down a couple jump shots, you give it any kind of hesitation that indicates that you might shoot. The defense has to honor it. And he took advantage of it that time.
Robinson with 10 on the shot clock. Cougars needed that. Ran out of real estate. Matthews will shoot the 3 through Robinson, rimmed out, poked out. Jervae runs it down. He's got a 1-on-3, takes it in. The teardrop scoop shot goes.
That was a nice move.
Teams can minimize their size difference. Washington State is undersized. They can shoot threes and play defense. They're going to be in some games.
Well, analytically, obviously the 3 is better than 2. Jervae Robinson, the nice finish is have him be the focal point, but he needs to continue to learn, which he's done a good job this year of elevating the play of others as well.
Robinson, 2 big NBA steps, needs a bounce, got it.
Portland, but you know, impressive player both at the high school level and now at the college. 4-year starter for Dana Altman, played in the Final Four when they lost to North Carolina. You can believe this one, 4 times.
Willis had it knocked away, and Robinson's alone.
Credit Cannon.
Shot clock for Isaac Bonton. Pollard, he could shoot the 3 this year. It's that long pooch, runs down the long rebound. And now Robinson from the other side. Jervae buries.
Every game since he's been here, until just recently he was hurt, and he said, you know, he's still not feeling great, but he said, I want to play tonight against Washington State, so he's out there on the court.
Not great, but good enough to play against these guys, right?
Yes.
Yeah, do anything. Here's Robinson. Robinson hits the...
Oh, yeah, that was good. Really, you know, he attacked the rim nicely there, Sam, and just defense wasn't ready for it, I don't think.
Vandals have their first lead of the contest, 16-15. We're inside of 10 minutes in the first half. Robinson, wow, he split the defense. Defense catches up to him, but he's still able to.
That's right.
Especially, you know, coming off of, you know, this time of year playing a lot of games, sometimes back-to-backs, playing in holiday tournaments.
Yeah, new look here by the Vandals, gone to a zone, Sam.
Leading by 2, largest lead of the contest. The Cougars led by as many as 5 very early. Robinson for 3, knocks it down with 2.
Yeah, that's the first one, so that's exactly right. That's what they needed.
Forrest, a well-traveled graduate transfer.
Alabama, Texas, right after the timeout, coming back and giving his team some room. It's a 6-point lead now as he got the bucket. Here's Robinson, and he connects from
in here a little bit more so than earlier.
It's been a long 10 minutes. Both teams really having different runs of their own over the course of this, and then neither has really found a rhythm late.
Old Dominion with 4 turnovers to 1 for the Cougars. Robinson out top with 6 to shoot and cans a 3. Robinson.
Change from Godwin. Second 3 here the minute. And he's starting to catch fire from downtown.
19-15, Old Dominion back out on top by 4. Robinson banks it in. It's a nice little move. A steal taken away by Washington State. Running the floors, Robinson, who finishes. Here's Brill on the drive. Lost control of it. It still almost went in. And it's ahead of the pack. Robinson. Getting in early here in this one. Isaac Bonton, number 10. Here's Robinson. Robinson drives, left hands it up and in. Averaging over 16 points a game. Good move out top. Pulling up is Williams. Williams can't hit, but Markovetsky got the ring.
But overall, another impressive outing for Nebraska. At least after the timeout, the adjustments made coaching-wise have been pretty impressive.
Ellaby, baseline against Cheatham. The cutter is Robinson, and Robinson scores.
A foul. No whistle. James posting up. Ellaby throws it to the corner. Here's Robinson. The reverse goes. The rebound. Out of control, lost the handle off the glass. Bonton, no look to Ellaby. Bounce pass. Robinson, a beautiful way, a long way from the bucket. Now he drives into the paint. Shot up, no good. And there you see the rebound by Miller. Up the floor, Robinson with the lay-in at the other end. A deep three, way off by Morgan Means. And Deion James with the rebound, and Washington State with another opportunity, up 19-5. Robinson, that's it.
Where I want, you're going to stand up, and then I am going to extend and get a finish over the top.
And at 6'1", Danny, he just plays a lot stronger than he looks. Here's Robinson.
Half the games, but no offense was run through him. It was looked as really just a screener, diver, rebounder. And he's showing the ability to impact the game a little bit on the offensive end so far this year.
Seattle 0 for 9 from behind the arc. They just have not gotten their offense going in this game at all, other than Terrell Brown.
Washington State now in their ball screen continuity offense. They've got a number of different looks that they go to. This one proved to be very successful in the first half.
Shot by job, Tyler Bay.